Whenever these robber barons, so-called robber barons, the late 19th century, anyone writes about them or talks about them, they seem to forget, look how many universities Rockefeller founded. His idea was you make as much money as you can. You know, cutthroat businessman absolutely would do whatever he could to knock you down so he would get the profit. But his idea was you don't leave a penny on the table when you go. You give it all away. He founded the University of Chicago, a wonderful institution, Rockefeller University, Spelman College, constantly bankrolling great cultural institutions of the day. Carnegie in the public libraries, J.P. Morgan in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. These are things we wouldn't have. Cultural institutions wouldn't have. The government didn't do this. These men, and it was mainly men at this time, these men did it. They thought it was a civic responsibility. And we've lost a little of that too, I think.
Yep.
The percentage of income that a Rockefeller gave dwarfs that of our great magnates today, the Gateses and the Buffetts. And they should give as much. I mean, they should. I'm saying that in a disjunctive sense. Not like they should, but
they should only
give.
do it.
That's how I mean it, right. When I said they should, I'm not giving them advice, heavens.
Yeah, and I thought of Carnegie because of what's happening in libraries and his great contribution to the tune of 300 or 400 million, which is something like 8 or 10 billion today.
Oh, and their palaces. The one, in fact, Ray Bradbury, the science fiction writer, writes so eloquently and speaks with such heartfelt longing about the great public library at Waukegan, Illinois, just north of Chicago. In my hometown, Huntington, West Virginia, the great Carnegie Library with names, you know, these marble palaces, names etched around the side, you know, Schopenhauer and Goethe and Shakespeare and Milton and Pope. The idea that you could be in a small town in West Virginia and have that as your example. There's a great line of Aristotle, learning adorns riches and softens poverty. That was the great idea, and that's what Carnegie. We wouldn't have that were it not for these libraries.
And by the way, none of this is to say that these people didn't also do a lot of evil in amassing their riches, because they did. But like everything else, two-sided.
Yeah, and I would say, I don't know if I'd say evil. I certainly they did things that they could justify if they were sitting in this chair instead of me.
But I wouldn't accept it from them.
Well, I was going to say, right, or they'd be ripping off their microphone. But you know, evil's a funny word. I guess I would say that they sometimes did things which they maybe found it difficult to justify. But on the other hand, they also went to church on Sunday. I mean, there was Rockefeller every day, every Sunday, sitting there in the pew, taught Sunday school, as did his son. And I don't think they would have thought of themselves as hypocrites. In fact, they didn't. Ron Chernow's great biography of Rockefeller, Titan, makes that clear. He has a wonderful introduction when he said Rockefeller wasn't sitting there saying, oh, I'm such a hypocrite. Here I am in church, and then on Monday morning I'm going to go put some poor schmo out of business. It wasn't like that. He saw it as all of a piece. He saw life as all of a piece. You worked hard, you played hard, you gave a great deal.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.